Hello friends, welcome to Mechanical Engineering online classes.
One method used to find the natural frequency of transverse vibrations for a shaft that is subjected to several loads is Rayleigh's method. Rayleigh's method is also called as energy method. Let us consider a shaft AB of negligible mass which is loaded with point loads W1, W2, W3 and so on, whose length is small l. So for a point load W, the deflection is of the shaft is Y. So Y1 is the deflection of shaft for due to point load W1. Y2 is the deflection of the shaft for point load W2 and so on. According to Rayleigh's method, the maximum kinetic energy of the system is equal to the maximum potential energy. So let us find the maximum potential energy or strain energy of the shaft. So as we know, the strain energy is a type of potential energy that is stored in a structural member due to elastic deformation, and the strain energy is given by the area under the force deformation curve. Like if we plot a graph between the load and the deflection or the deformation here. So the graph, so as the load increases, these deflections also increases. So the area under the curve, area under this particular curve, this area gives us the strain energy, which is nothing but half into this length into this height, area of the triangle. Therefore, if W1 is the load, then Y1 is the deflection. So if this is W1, so this is Y1. So the potential energy considering all the point loads will give us the total potential energy or the maximum potential energy, which is nothing but the strain energy of the shaft. So we can write the maximum potential energy as half into, for the first load it is W1 into Y1. So this is W1, then this will be Y1, plus for the second load it will be half W2 Y2 and so on. Or in terms of masses, this can be written as half M1G Y1 plus half M2G Y2 plus and so on. So we can take G and half common, it becomes half G into the summation of M1 Y1 M2 Y2 and so on. So we can write it in short as summation My. My is a general term. Similarly, let us find the maximum kinetic energy of the shaft. The kinetic energy will be half mv square. So here we have in place of m we have w's, we have the weights. So we can write it in terms of masses. So if m1 is the mass of load w1, if m2 is the mass of w2 and so on, so we can write the maximum kinetic energy as half m1 v1 square plus half m2 v2 square and so on. But this v is a linear velocity, and if suppose the angular velocity of the shaft is omega, then we know that v is nothing but r into omega. So here r is the deflection, this y is the r. So the general term of v can be written as y omega. So for W1, for the first point load it will be Y1 omega. For the second point load V2 will be Y2 into omega, because omega is constant for the entire shaft. So this can be written as half M1 in place of V I am writing y omega whole square. For V1 it is y1, because at point load 1 the deflection is y1, at point load 2 the deflection is y2, and so on. So this, the second term is half m2 into y2 omega whole square plus, and so on. So here the common term is half and omega square. Half omega square is common, and the rest is summation of m1 y1 square plus m2 y2 square, and so on. So the general term can be written as my square. So this is the maximum potential energy or strain energy, this is the maximum kinetic energy. So Rayleigh has actually considered the energy balance between the two. So Rayleigh's method also considers the law of conservation of energy, wherein according to Rayleigh the maximum potential energy of the system will be equal to the maximum kinetic energy of the system. As we know that the natural frequency of a structure is the rate of exchange of kinetic energy and potential energy within the structure. So where the kinetic energy is associated with the motion of the structural mass, whereas potential energy is stored by the strains during deformation. So Rayleigh applied the energy balance principle by equating kinetic energy and potential energy to find the natural frequency. So equating the maximum kinetic energy and maximum potential energy, where the maximum kinetic energy is this half omega square sigma my square is equal to the maximum potential energy is this half g sigma my. So from which omega can be found on cross multiplication, we get omega as root over. Before that we can cancel them out, so half and half. So this comes out to be g sigma my divided by sigma my square. So now because we have obtained omega, we know that the natural frequency of transverse vibrations, transverse means the vibration is perpendicular to the axis of shaft. Axis of shaft is along the length, so the vibration is perpendicular to it. So the natural frequency of transverse vibration can be given as omega by 2 pi. So omega is given as root over g sigma my by sigma my square. So the natural frequency of transverse vibration is 1 by 2 pi into under root g sigma my by sigma my square. This is the expression.
Thanks for watching. If this video was of help to you, please like it and share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel.